Jeff with Metalluminati, and I'm here with Jeff Loomis. What's up, bro?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. They're doing sound check upstairs, so if it sounds like Godzilla, you know, walking across the top, that's what's going on. So it's all gravy.
Yep.
So, how's the tour been so far?
Awesome. Really, really good. All the bands are super chilled out, super relaxed. Nobody's like stressed out. Just a great bunch of people to be on the road with. Protest the Hero and Periphery. Today I caught the Flag and Safety Fire. So
Nice.
It's a great package, man.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk to Safety Fire next.
Cool.
So,
Wow.
your experience in the industry, I mean, like, how's it been going through? I mean, we talk a lot about how labels work, the disadvantage sometimes of, like, signing a record deal now with, you know, the royalties that go to the artist. You know, what are the pros and cons in your mind after, you know, long time artist of going either, like, the DIY versus, say, the label route?
Wow, that's like an insane question.
Sorry, bro. Didn't mean to mess him up right off the bat.
No. Wow, you know, I don't know, man. I always make sure I have a lawyer.
Right?
He takes care of all my stuff for me, man. I've had the same guy for 20 years now, man. Neil Sussman. He's the best entertainment lawyer in the world.
Right on.
Anyway, you know, all that stuff, man, is just like, you know, you have to make sure you have an exclusive deal, number one, with your record label. I've been with Century Media now for 20 years, and I honestly believe that they're the best label for me. They give me my freedom to do whatever I want musically and express myself as an artist. And it's important that other people connect like that with other labels, you know, to really make sure that they get that same advantage. It's very important, you know what I'm saying?
Do they do, like, tour support, too? I've heard from talking to Warbringer that they talk a little more where, you know, most labels, like the Metal Blades and stuff of the world, it's like, we're records only.
Right.
Where I've seen lately that Century's kind of been working on a little more of tour implementation.
They do support. They've supported for me in this tour. Obviously, I'm kind of starting over again, you know, since the whole Nevermore thing kind of is not together. But yes, there is some tour support involved, and believe me, it does help, because if we didn't have that, we'd solely be relying on merch sales, CD sales, and stuff like that. And you know, sometimes we have killer nights, sometimes we have our off nights. You know, it happens to every band, and so to have that tour support really helps us.
Awesome. And are you on like Twitter and doing all the social media stuff, or do you have somebody doing it, or what are your thoughts on social media in general as an artist?
I think it's great, you know, to network your band and do that kind of thing, so people know where you're at, what you're doing, where you're playing. I don't do the Twitter thing. I've never done that, but I do have like a Jeff Loomis fan page on Facebook.
Awesome. And
I also have my separate one that I just kind of keep for personal reasons.
Sure.
The fan page usually tells, you know, people what's going on and gives them some sort of information about what's going on with me personally.
And as a, say, upcoming artist, what's the, like, one word of wisdom, besides not being an artist, would you give them coming up? Because I've heard that so many times, it's like, if you want to do this, don't do this, you know, because it's so difficult.
Right. Boy, oh boy. I mean, you know, talking to a lot of younger kids, especially on a tour like this, I mean, I'm 40.
Oh, yeah, with
I'm
Periphery, all the youngest guys,
I'm like the oldest guy in this
Me
tour.
too, brother, so it's
you know?
okay.
It's weird for me to think that, but then I think, you know, I spent all my 20s and 30s in a tour bus, and I've been doing this a long time. It's cool to me to see this younger generation of kids here, and what I would tell them really is to, you know, just not listen to one style of music. A lot of kids are just like, oh, I just like death metal, you know, and I really think that's just the wrong way to go.
I talk about genreification all the time, and that's what I call it. It's the genreification of metal, where it's all been separated, core, death, you know, and everybody. It's metal.
I mean, metal is metal, of course, and I'm very much into metal. I've been doing and playing metal music for years now. But I find myself listening to other things as well to expand my mind as a musician.
You have to.
Listen to jazz, listen to classical, listen to 70s music. I grew up with 70s music because my father had this huge record collection. And another thing I think that's really important is to, you know, if these kids want to be in a band, don't sit around in your bedroom all day. I call them bedroom guitar players. These guys that just, you know, noodle for 9 or 10 hours working on technique and not thinking about, you know, communicating with other musicians to form a band.
Right.
It's one thing to have technique down, but it's also another thing to write a good piece of music.
Absolutely.
And those are two good things I think that people will really focus on.
I know, bro. Yeah. Well, that's all we got.
All right.
Illuminati, motherfuckers.
Thank you.